Hello everyone, this is Mundan Raghavan, and today we are going to start a new series on LangChain. LangChain is the framework to develop LLM applications. We will try to understand the LangChain framework. First of all, we need to understand what is large language models. Imagine you have a smart computer which can understand your text and give the output as a human-like text. Here we have three words mainly: large language model. Let's start with language. Language is the very simple language that we communicate with each other. It will try to understand your words, sentences, and paragraphs. And model can be considered as a set of rules and patterns. And this model will be trained with large amount of data, including the books, articles, websites, CSV data, even including the GitHub repositories, which has multiple code. And another term is large. Here, large term refers to the more amount of information and patterns that you train to the model. It also includes this LLM should be having more computing power and predicting capability. That's the reason this LLM will be trained with large amount of data so that it will answer any type of question that you ask that. You might even explore about the ChatGPT to understand more how it works, how capable it is. Now coming to the next topic is Hugging Face Hub. You know that even OpenAI version is free, but still the upper versions will be the paid one. So that's the reason we have another place called Hugging Face Hub. In Hugging Face Hub is the place where users can share and discover the pre-trained models, datasets, and other resources. Basically, here you will find the open source LLMs. In order to learn and explore more on the open source LLMs, you need to create an account in Hugging Face Hub. After that, you not only use the models, but also can use the datasets and community to get your questions clarified. Now coming to the main part, which is LangChain. Any application you develop in the software that should follow some framework to reduce the redundant work and to reuse the existing capabilities and utilities. LangChain is the framework for developing the application powered by the large language models. It has main two concepts: data aware. That means this large language model is already pre-trained. Still, you need to connect to the other sources of data, can be a database, can be the CSV file, even can be any other source of data. Because you need to create your custom LLM by connecting to the new data. So this LangChain framework will allow you to connect your model to the other sources of data. Agentic. Agentic means it allows the large language model to interact with its environment. For example, after getting the result from the framework or LLM, you need to send the mail to the user. So that time it has to interact with its environment. Or you need to connect to the other different systems. So basically, agentic means it will have the agents to do the other activities apart from the LLM activities. And in this LangChain framework, we have the 6 modules mainly. Model, obviously, there will be the interface for the large language models, and data connection. Obviously, we need to connect to the different application specific data, and chains. Here, the main thing comes into picture. For example, LangChain will allow you to use multiple LLMs, including both free version and the paid versions. And even a specific chains can be used. For example, for video classification, you might use a specific LLM. For emotion identification, you might use a separate LLM. So these inputs and outputs can be connected with each other by using the chains. Agents, as we discussed, it will allow you to connect to the different task-related agents. Memory. For example, if you're chatting with a ChatGPT, even if you ask 10 questions, still it remembers the first question. If you ask anything on the first question, it will have the memory to understand the context. So in such a way, LangChain framework allows your LLM to have some memory. And callbacks, obviously it is for mainly for logging purpose. Whenever some event happens, it will have the callback function to log something or to make the stream applications. So this is all about the introduction here. Basically, we have understood what is LLM and what is Hugging Face Hub, where we will make a user account. And we have understood the basic of LangChain framework. In coming videos, we will try to understand and install the necessary things to explore more on the LangChain framework. This is all about this video, and always be a rainbow in others' cloud.